Greetings, fellow bow hunters. I'm sure you've heard about using ozone in your tree stand or blind to help mask your scent and give you better success while hunting. I've always wanted to use an ozone machine, but I hated to spend the money that it took to purchase one. However, after being burned 2 years in a row by the same deer, I decided I was going to bite the bullet and purchase an Ozonics unit. The problem with these units are that the battery doesn't last very long, maybe 4 to 6 hours before needing recharged. Since I typically sit in the stand all day long, I needed a longer battery. Of course, Ozonics does sell additional batteries and even an XL battery for all-day sits, but the price for those batteries is off the charts. If you checked into it, you know what I'm talking about. So being cheap, I decided there must be an easier way. So here's my solution to creating my own Ozonics XL battery. You're going to need a few things to purchase online. First, pick up some 18650 battery cases that are wired in series. Here's a couple of them I purchased. They each hold 3 batteries, and since they're wired in series, they combine the voltage of the batteries to come out to the 11 to 12 volts needed for your Ozonics machine. Very important when you order these, make sure you get them wired in series and not in parallel. I picked up a box of about 5 of these for around $10. The next thing you need to do is buy some 18650 rechargeable batteries. If you don't already have a charger for them, you can often find them that come with a charger. I purchased 8 batteries for about $6, and since I already had a double charger, I'll use it to charge my batteries up. The next step is to take 2 of your battery cases and connect the red wires to each other and the black wires to each other. What you're doing is taking the 2 battery packs and wiring the battery packs in parallel. This will combine the amp hours but not the voltage. So you will end up with a 12 volt battery pack with approximately double the amp hours of the individual batteries. Once you've done that, you need to figure out how to connect your new battery pack to your Ozonics unit. I decided that the easiest way to do that was to use the existing Ozonics battery pack. So as you can see, what I've done here is I've taken 2 battery packs, wired them together, and then taken a 3rd wire and attached it to my Ozonics battery pack. Now, there's one little trick here. You have to make sure that you have the polarity correct so that the positive cable coming from your new battery pack goes to the positive lead on the Ozonics battery pack. The Ozonics battery pack is inconveniently not labeled positive or negative, so you'll need to figure out which one is the positive or negative lead. If you have a multimeter or a voltage tester, you can do this easily. Simply put your voltage tester on the leads with the positive on one side and the negative on the other lead and look at your volts. If the volts show a positive voltage, then you know that you have the positive on the positive. If your voltage shows a negative voltage, then you have your probes reversed and you can switch them around and see if it turns into a positive voltage, and that way you can tell which one is the positive and which one is the negative. You can see here I just took a little Sharpie and marked which one was positive and negative after I did that. For a better explanation, just Google it and they'll show you how to do that very easily. So you can see now I've got a battery pack that I can put 6 18650 batteries in, The two battery packs are wired together and a lead wire is attached. That lead wire is now soldered to my Ozonics battery pack. So now I can take that battery pack. It will still fit into the battery receptacle on my Ozonics. So I can use it, and then I'll just bungee the new battery pack to the outside. Maybe not an elegant solution, but it certainly works, and I have essentially tripled my battery life on the Ozonics unit. So I can sit all day sits without running out of batteries. And then, of course, it's a very simple matter to remove your 18650 cells and recharge them as needed. And as cheap as the 18650 cells are, you can have 6 extra spares already recharged if you need to swap them out without recharging. Well, that's it, folks. Consider me a cheapskate, but I'll do whatever I can to get the job done at the least cost to me. If you got any questions, post them and I'll try to answer them for you. But I hope this gives you some ideas on ways you can make your Ozonics unit last all day in the field.